Who is JT Foxx? Again, like we need to know more and more and more. No, you don't need to know more. You're gonna get up and you're gonna do it again and again and again. I have failed many times. I have lost a lot of money, but it's not gonna stop me because more challenges I will overcome, more stronger I'll become. Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel, and if you are not a subscriber yet and you are watching this video, so please subscribe. Today, I'll share with you about JT Foxx. Who is JT Foxx? And what I have learned from him 3 weeks ago when I have visited his 2 days event. Let's start right now. Let me go backwards. Roughly 2 months ago, my business partner purchased a ticket to see him on his 2 days event and do half an hour coaching with JT Foxx. I didn't know who he is. I've never met him, I've never seen any of his videos, nothing. And my business partner spent a lot of money in order to go and see him because he saw something in him. I was a little bit skeptical to start with because I was like, oh wow, it's a lot of money. What am I gonna learn? What is it all about? So let me tell you. Firstly, I've shared some of this on my Instagram, and one of my friends told me about him, and he didn't tell me any good things. I wasn't feeling very good. I was even a little bit more skeptical, but I told myself, I'm gonna go and I'll see it for myself. I'll make my own decisions, and I will know how he is as a person when I'll see him in life. Because very often people can have a bad experience from someone else, and they will tell you bad things about them, or they maybe don't have any experience, but somebody told them something and they believe it. So I went for this 2 days event, and I have to say it was life-changing. It was an incredible event for 2 days. I have here my notes, and I have written down 23 pages of notes. I usually don't take that many notes. The reason I took so many notes, because they were so valuable, and some of them I heard for the first time. Some of the things I heard before, but there were so many things, so many strategies and tactics what you can use in the world of business, which can massively help you. So I have to say, JT Foxx is a great guy in my opinion. I've spent 2 days with him. I've spent half an hour on one-to-one coaching with him. And I have to say for myself, genuinely, I think he is a great person and he means well for all of his students, for his clients, and he's here to create something incredible in this world. So I'm definitely gonna be following up with him and doing more. What I wanted to do today with you in here, I wanted to go over some of these notes, what I have learned over these 2 days. I'm not gonna share everything in here in detail. For that, you need to go and visit him when he's back. But let me share with you some of the things. I don't know, first things what I have in here, if you do something 18 minutes a day, 18 minutes reading a book or learning about selling or marketing for 18 minutes a day, it's not that much time, 18 minutes. If you want to learn that skill properly, it equals 100 hours over the period of year. And if I'll tell you something, if you spend 100 hours of learning something deep, and you're not gonna just learn on the surface level, but you're gonna go deep, you're gonna understand it, and you're gonna become a master of it. Also, he shared with us how he retains information. So for example, when you read a book, firstly, he just consumes the information. He doesn't take any notes. Firstly, he just consumes so he understands it. Second time, he takes notes. And third time, it's a connective learning. It's about applying what you are learning from that book into your business, into your life. Because very often, when we read a book, we feel like, oh, we read 10 books during this year. But the thing is, did we do anything with this information? Did we apply it on our business? And very often, this is what is happening. So it's very important when you read to apply it. And I have to say that I usually do read, and I start applying right away. And sometimes what happens, I'm not even on the half of the book, and I start already applying. And after I find out that I could do something even better, but because I didn't read it all, so I kind of skip that part. So definitely it's good to read first, take notes after, and after start applying. Next thing what we discussed is about practicing business. You can practice everything, and it's about getting ready. So for example, when you do marketing, if you do running ads or do social media posts or you do anything like that, you can practice headlines. You can write 10 different headlines every day. Today with ChatGPT, it can massively help you to get some ideas so you can become better and better. So it's about practicing the business. It's the same like you would go and do a keynote speech or any speech whatsoever. So you want to get ready, you want to practice first somewhere, you want to warm up your voice, you want to know what you'll be saying, you have the script before you're gonna go and deliver. And this is very important, because if you practice business, it means when it comes to it, you are ready. Speed of implementation. I really like this one. And why I like it, because I'm doing the same thing. And but JT Foxx is doing it even fast. I'll tell you an example. So when you learn something, it's very important to apply it right away. Tell your team if you can, or do it yourself as soon as you can, if you feel it's valuable and it's going to help you to grow your business and essentially make more money, which means more time for you and for your family. During the event with JT Foxx, he was speaking on stage, he was sharing some ideas, and suddenly something popped in his head. He had an idea what he can do with his business. And instead of continuing his speech, he took his phone and he made a voice note to his team and tell them about the idea and tell them they need to start implementing it from today. So this is amazing. Speed of implementation. You really want to utilize it as well, because very often we overthink everything and we think like, oh, again, like we need to know more and more and more. No, you don't need to know more. You just need to go and do it. Another thing is to have a strong value proposition. What is it you are offering to your clients, to your customer, which is a really strong value proposition? What is it in your business? If you have any ideas what it is, just tell me in the comments what it is and we can chat about it a little bit more. What is your value proposition? For example, we are opening our laundrette in Edinburgh. So our value proposition that we will do professionally done washing, drying, ironing, folding, and we will deliver to your location, and we charge £15 per one-bedroom property. In average in Edinburgh, people charge, if they go to small laundrette, it's around £28. We'll charge half for that because we have a professional machines, professional irons. So this is our strong value proposition for our potential clients. Another thing what we have focused on, it was how you're gonna find out if you actually gonna succeed. And there were 3 key elements to put the percentage next to them and after calculate how much chances you have. So the first one was focus. How focused you are in your business, what you are doing on a scale of 1 to 100%. How are you focused 10% of the time, 50%, 80%, 100%? So you would put the number next to it. So for example, I put focus 50%. I'm focused 50% of the time. I think maybe more, but I wanted to stay on the ground because I believe if I would chat with JT, he would say like, no, we can do more. So I put 50%. Number 2, it was persistence. How persistent you are. If something is not working and you don't feel like it, but the next day you're gonna get up and you're gonna do it again and again and again. So for the persistence, I put 80% because I failed many times. I have lost a lot of money over the past 13 years in business, but I'm still here and I'm still doing it. And yes, there are challenges on the way, but it's not gonna stop me because more challenges I will overcome, more stronger I'll become. So persistence, I put 80. But there was a third part, which I never thought about that much, and it was about being branded. Do people recognize you or your brand? And if yes, what is the percentage? And I believe that at the moment, where I am on my journey, I'm not very recognizable. So the branding, it's very low. I just put like 1%. And this is how I feel. Maybe it's 5%, I don't know. But I just put 1%. And after, you'll multiply those 3 numbers together, 0.5 multiplied 0.8 multiplied 0.01, and my chances of success is 0.4%. Yeah, only 0.4%. So what is it telling me? I need to focus more on branding. How to get more branded as me, as a person, so people know me, I can bring business, how my companies can become more branded. And actually this 2 days event with JT Foxx was a lot about branding. And I'm not gonna be telling you how to do it, because this is his thing and this is what he is doing, how he's branding and helping people to be branded. So if you would like to know more, I would recommend you to go to him and go to some of his events or contact him or start doing some online courses with him, because there's a lot of about branding, and we are start working on that this year a lot. After, how to win in a game of business. So for example, number one, before the game begins, number one, listen. Number two, move, adjust our plan according to what they say. Number three, claim. How to win, positioning, credibility, visibility. Number two, develop perspective. How I see it, how they see it. What is the perspective? Because sometimes we see it one way, but they see it a different way. It's about this communication. I'll give you an idea. Today, I was with my clients, and I gave them a proposal that we can take over their units under management. We do holiday-led management, and this is how I see it. Like, I know it's good for them because we'll just charge them 8% because they have a lot of units. But after, they would see it from different perspective. Like, yeah, what about this? And they had some of these challenges, or some objections which we needed to overcome. And when we overcome all of these objections, it seems like we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna have a deal. It's gonna be good for them. It's gonna be good for us. But sometimes, if you don't communicate it well, you don't know what is their objection. You don't know why they wouldn't do it. And at the end, you're never gonna find out. And they just say no. And number three was identify what you want, what they want. And there was another very good tip. It was about 5 points, what we want to split, right? And a very good point was, you let them win 3 of those points, and you keep 2. And why is good? Because the thing is, firstly, you want to keep the 2 points which you think they have more value for you, and you want to give them 3. But at the end of the day, they feel like they have 3. So it's 3 to 2. So they feel like they won the negotiation, I would say. And when they feel they won, even though you got what you wanted, everybody's happy. It's a win-win situation. Another thing which was very good, it was these 3 things in here, what you as a business owner should focus on. 10% of your time you should be focusing on your numbers, where I'm heading, what's going on, and understanding your numbers in your business. 20% should go on marketing and branding, and 70% of the time should be on building connections for new business. This is going for networking events, meeting people, making collaboration, and building those connections. This you should be doing as a business owner. Either do you in person, through Zoom calls, whatever you do, or if you speak on stage, that's amazing, because when you speak on stage, you become authority and people go to you and they want to do business with you. So 10% numbers, 20% marketing and branding, and 70% building connections for new business. There was more, but it was only one day. And I think for this video, you have enough. And I'm gonna do a second part about JT Foxx, what we have learned in the second video. So if you don't know who he is, I recommend you go and check him and learn something about branding, marketing, and how you can succeed in the business. Thank you very much for listening. And if you like the video, just share it with someone, share it with your friend. You can help. And then also it's gonna help my channel. As you can see, I'm in a new studio, which I'll be a little bit making better and better, but everything helps. Thank you very much and have a beautiful day.